I'm a horny Muslim. Yeah, see, I'm not a terrorist, but I'm a fucking terror in the bedroom.
Frida Deguise is a self-described weapon of mass destruction, exploding with comedy. Hiding killer jokes under her hijab, Frida's fighting the war on terror, one laugh at a time. Frida, her husband Albert and their 4 kids say they're part wog, part bogan.
That's why we're the wogans. We're not your typical Lebanese Muslim family.
My wife is like one of the boys.
She's one of the first Muslim comedians wearing a scarf.
In fact, Frida is Australia's only female Muslim stand-up comedian, making her own rules about what a Muslim's allowed to say and what her audience is allowed to laugh at.
Look, there's something that you need to understand about Muslims. If there's one thing that we take very seriously, it's sex. Because let's face it, by the time it takes us to take all of our clothes off, something better go down. Yeah, and it's not me.
The Wogans live in the Western Sydney suburb of Punchbowl. With one of the highest populations of Muslims in Australia, Frida is considered controversial by most here.
G'day, Ammo.
G'day, Habibi.
Where's the kusa? I feel like I'm torn between, am I Aussie? Am I Muslim? Am I Lebanese? How am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to act? You know, you're getting judged from every angle, from racist Aussies. From Lebanese, you don't fit the stereotype, you know. From Muslims, you're not praying enough, you're not doing the right thing. There's a lot of pressure. You can still be a bloody bogan and be Muslim. Yalla, open the boot!
Frida has invited me to dinner to meet the family. So what's for dinner, Frids? What'd you buy?
I bought kusa.
Kusa is...
Kusa is Lebanese zucchinis. Not the normal zucchinis, but Lebo zucchinis.
Yum.
Yeah, and you know what they say about Lebanese zucchinis, right? Well, they're a little bit on the stumpier side.
The Wogans fast every Ramadan. They pray 5 times a day and they're a devout Muslim family. And they say they're just as loyal to Allah and their Arab identity as they are to Anzac biscuits.
You put me next to a Lebo, I'm definitely Aussie. Because there's a thing that we have in Arabic which is called wajbat, adat, which means manners, or it's a certain behaviour, a certain way you have to behave around other Arab women and in respect of the elders and all this sort of stuff. I just ain't fucking got it. I don't have it.
I see what you mean about these Lebanese zucchinis.
Yeah, they're quite stumpy, aren't they? I definitely see myself as totally Australian. I happen to be Muslim. It's just a religion, you know, get over it.
Right, this is like harder than it looks.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right, how's that? You approve?
No, leave it, I'll fix it. The only thing that I get afraid of now on stage is if I bomb. And I just mean bombing on stage, not exploding.
Am I allowed to laugh at that? I feel weird laughing at that.
See, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Pauline Hanson, I know why she hates Muslims. And I reckon when she was younger, she was in love with a Muslim guy. He's like, oh, Pauline, your hair is so fiery like the dunes of the Arab desert. Your piercing blue eyes, blue like the pools of the oasis. And then she opens her mouth and sounds like 2 camels having sex falling from the side of a pyramid. And then the Muslim guy's like, oh, fuck this, I'm out of here. I think we've got the issue of Islamophobia, people being afraid of us. Yeah, they just think that we're oppressed and we can't speak out and we're forced to get married and we're abused. And, you know, it took me ages to be able to go on stage and to fight this battle that I was having with my inner self about being stereotyped. Being a comedian, you really do have the license to say whatever you want. I'm always going to upset someone. Seinfeld said, if it didn't hurt someone's feelings, it wasn't funny anyway. They mix it really good.
Oh my God, that's
So what do you reckon of what your mum does?
Well, to be honest, I actually like it. My mum is funny. I actually made her famous because half of those jokes are from me. If a Muslim stand-up comedian wearing a scarf can do that, then other people can go out and other ladies, they can express themselves.
What a good daughter.
Yeah, my family is like a really odd family, but everyone's family is not just a perfect family. My brothers, they're cookies in the head.
Amor, what do you want in your burger?
Lettuce,
When you're married to a comedian, you just got to be careful what you say.
My husband's a hoarder. Yeah, my house is like Noah's Ark, you know, because we've got 2 of everything. So I told him, why don't you get yourself another wife to help you clean up this shit? And he's allowed 2 more after that.
You're a religious man. It must be difficult for you to explain to your fellow Muslim friends that your wife's a comedian.
Yeah, they all think that she goes out in pubs and clubs, and I said, look, you know, at the end of the day, she goes, does her job, walks back out. You can't think the old stubborn way, it's your way, I'm the right, I'm the man, or whatever. You got to give and take these days. It doesn't matter which way the money comes in, it's still coming into the family, and it's one family.
What about you, Adnan? Do you reckon Mum's funny?
Well, I don't know because I don't understand the jokes.
But it's not all shits and giggles for the Wogans. There's one family member that's yet to laugh along, Frida's mother.
She hates it. It's really difficult because I don't think she understands how far you can go with comedy. And you're making people laugh, mate. You get 100 people that walk out of that place pissing themselves laughing. Mate, you feel like amazing. And she doesn't see it. It's hard. Like she can't see the happiness, you know what I mean? Oh my God, it makes me so emotional. But like you can't, like when something happens for you, like something amazing, you can't even say it because she'll never understand it. She'll never get it. And it's just sad, you know? I want her to be happy for me. I want her to understand that I'm achieving. You know, that it's not a low-class job, it's not a shit job. She probably wants me to be this good little Muslim girl, and I'm never ever gonna fall into that stereotype. People connect with you when it comes to emotions because we all have those emotions. We all have that person that we're trying to connect with and we can't. You know, when you touch that person by a joke on stage, you've connected. You know, you can change someone's life.
Cheers, kiddies.
Cheers, Frida.
Cheers. Boing.
Cheers. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome anytime.
Happy
أهلا
Ramadan.
وسهلا.
أهلا وسهلا فيك. فيكم كلكم.